girls, welcome back to the channel. Today is a really exciting video. I've just had a massive smile on my face since I got here this morning. I'm down at Dream Car Giveaways because I have got the opportunity to drive what I would say is my dream car. Now I know loads of people say, oh, it's a dream car, blah, 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 all the rest of it. But genuinely, this is the Porsche 992 GT3. Now I have had many dreams about buying one of these and ultimately it's still my goal. But this particular car, can you believe it, is actually up for a competition. Now, I know the title of this video was, which one would you pick for £165,000? I will get onto that later on in the video. But what I am going to do first is take you around this beautiful example of a 992 GT3. It's not only just the car that I want, it's the perfect spec. If I had one of these cars, I would never, ever sell it. This is my first drive on one of these, so I'm really excited to see how they drive. I mean, obviously it's the 4-litre flat 6, 7-speed PDK. I'm very excited, as you can probably tell. So let's take a quick look around these cars and then we will get out on the road, because that's what it's all about, really. It's all about how this thing drives and the way it looks. To be honest, it's everything. I really want a GT3. As you can see in front of me, this is the eye candy for the day. We have obviously the 992 GT3 that I was just sat in, and we also have the Urus. Now this is what I was talking about, the competition. Once you get your tickets in, you have the choice of either taking the Urus or the GT3 or £165,000 cash. Now it's completely up to you at the end of the competition, but personally, I would definitely take this. This is the ultimate flex machine. I think if you're doing the school run, living your day-to-day life, this is the ultimate performance SUV. This thing has got a twin turbo V8 in it. I mean, just look at the lines. They're so aggressive looking. I've been driving along in Birmingham quite a few times and I've seen one of these come flying up behind me. They're so aggressive and actually really, really popular. I can't believe how much money these cars are still making. A lot of them are up to over £180,000 because they're just so popular. I actually quite like this one being finished in stealth black. I think if you're going to have one, I think the more understated, because the car itself is probably one of the least understated things going. You've got all your things in here, very, very Lamborghini. I mean, I love this push to start. I really enjoy the way Lamborghini's managed to mold that sort of Aventador feel into an SUV. I can say that these are extremely practical. I mean, if you're looking to throw the pram, the dog, all the kids' bags and all that sort of stuff, you've got plenty of room. The other thing you got to remember about these is they absolutely shift. It's got over 600 brake horsepower and over 600 foot-pounds of torque, which bizarrely is actually quicker than this. You wouldn't think it considering how big this thing is. But still, personally, this would be the car that I take. I love the colour. First of all, this is a paint to sample Viola metallic, which is actually a 10 grand optional extra on this. I do love black on a GT3, but I think when it's just got the slightest hint of colour, it really accentuates the lines of it. And look around this car. I love the swan neck wing on the back here. Everyone talks about the touring, right? But if you had a GT3, why would you not want the stripes and the wing on it? It looks absolutely class. This one's actually got the clear rear light on there as well, which I think is a really nice touch. Other optional extras that this car has got, it's got these lovely, beautiful carbon seats. It's got the chrono pack on there. It's got the Porsche carbon ceramic brakes. It's just perfect. Even got the carbon roof here. And you know what? If you really care about weight saving, there is quite a lot of weight saving to be had. It's 17.7 kg if you get these brakes on there. You save a whole kilogram if you have the carbon roof put in. It's also 15 kg that you save with the carbon seats. Now you could get this with all of these optional extras on, which is about 30 grand's worth. If I just have a quick look over the list here, it's 6,500 for the ceramic brakes, 3,700 on the carbon seats, and it's actually 2.5 grand just for that 1 kg saving in the carbon roof there. That's actually mental. Porsche really know how to charge out on their optional extras. We know this is the 4-litre flat 6 in this car. It's got a 7-speed PDK. That's 503 brake horsepower with 347 foot-pounds of torque. That means it can do 0 to 62 in 3.4 seconds, which has actually baffled me that this is faster than this. So if it was a case of you were like, okay, I'm going to pick the faster car, you would think it was that. But actually, it's this. I just love everything about this thing. I took it out for a quick drive earlier. The seating position is really quite low in it, but you feel so at one with the car. It's like low center of gravity. When you go around the corners, it really hugs you into it. I love the Alcantara wheel on it. Lots of people would say, wouldn't you want the manual? But I genuinely think the PDK is the perfect mix of both worlds. I really think that I'd go for a PDK in one of these, just simply because ease of use, driving it every single day. I love a manual car, but all my other cars are manual. I mean, I know I'm talking about this like I actually have the option, but I think a PDK in a GT3 is the one. Don't shoot me. This one is actually the Club Sport package as well, which I would go for, where you get the cage, you get the rear seat delete, and these beautiful 918 carbon bucket seats. Now, of all the bucket seats that I've tried in lots of different cars, even the G80 M3 with their carbon bucket seats, these are remarkably comfortable. I'm so excited sat in one of these, because this is literally what I'm going to be working towards. All you guys watching my videos at home, you wait to the day when we bring one of these babies home. It will be the best day of my life. But right now, I'm just delighted to be out driving one, getting a feel for it. You know, get my order in super soon. At some point anyway. Front end lowered. All right. Yeah, do you know what? I won't lie, Alex. It's pretty fantastic, isn't it?
It's the what?
I just love the way it picks up. Like, this car feels like it's absolutely stuck to the road. Like, everything that I've read about it, I've watched so many videos. Everybody just says how balanced it is and how much confidence it gives you when you're driving it.
Definitely.
And so far, like, just the few roads that we've been on, it's just the perfect all-round car. I mean, look, we just went in there then, put the nose lift up, you're fine, you're not going to hit anything, and then you bring it out onto the road.
Do that.
And do that. I just love them. I don't even think I can give it like a technical review, because you don't really like something so much. That's anyway. You're almost like going to look through its flaws, even if you're like,
I can't find the flaw. I don't think there is one.
I just think they're fantastic.
Maybe silver wheels.
Silver wheels.
That's it.
I mean, that's just a personal preference, really, isn't it? I do find that driving position, you are sat quite low, like you've got a low centre of gravity, but it makes the car feel like it's wrapped around you, like it's very driver focused. And I love all the dials in front of you, like it's very analog. You've got your rev counter. This car comes alive at around 6,500 revs. I love the fact that it's naturally aspirated as well. Like, they just don't make cars like this anymore.
They really do.
What did you think when you first drove it?
The front end is pointy.
Yeah.
Turning's ridiculous.
It's really agile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if you took this on a track, I feel like this thing would come alive as well.
Well, definitely. Yeah, the turning is mad.
Yeah.
When you think you're at 9k, you're only at 7.
Yeah.
When you get to 9, it's the most ridiculous noise.
It does sound really nice as
Just the way
well.
it makes you feel. Like you say, it's not the fastest car.
No, it's not.
There's faster cars, but they won't make you feel the way it does.
Do you know what I also like as well is when you look out the rear view mirror and you can just see the wing.
Massive.
I don't know why you'd go for a why would anybody go for a touring? Like, I'm probably going to get a load of people like, because it's not chavvy, blah blah blah. But like,
It's not
if you buy a GT3, you've got to have a wing.
People need to know.
And like the GT3, the 992 GT3 RS, which I've seen, oh my god, like the swan neck on the wing on that is crazy.
It's double the height of that one, and that one's big.
It picks up really nicely as well. I don't know, I'd
describe it in one word as sharp.
Sharp. Yeah, no, it's agile.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like it's finding the grip on the road, and you could really sort of push it to see where you wanted to go with it. But this, honestly, just feels wicked. Imagine if you had this for a weekend, B-roads, road trip.
That if I could enter, which I can't, if I wouldn't, what I would do is I would take the car, book a trip to Monaco with one of my mates.
Monaco?
Drive it there.
Oh my god.
Drive around for the weekend, bring it back. Yeah, a lot of cars of this nature, like track specials, down here would have a bad time.
Oh, big time.
Every 2 in front.
But that's how usable this thing is. Listen to that. Listen to that. It's addictive, isn't it?
Yeah. So good.
I love this thing. Mate, I can't even enter this competition. Like, you guys are so lucky watching this. Like, this was like when I drove the R34. I was like, I would really like to enter this competition because this is sick. But this is going to be another one where I'm going to have to let her go. I actually can't believe how well this thing sticks to the road. All I want to do now is take one of these on a road trip. It's like the ultimate road trip car. Yeah. I'm jealous of, like, how many YouTubers got GT3s now?
There's a few.
Sam see-through glass.
TG's got the touring.
Oh, TG's got touring.
Yeah.
JWW, he's got one as well.
Got, yeah.
Just need to get me a build slot somewhere. Can anyone get me a build slot? See if you had the turbo on one of these ultimate two-car, like P-car garage.
Yeah.
If you could pick any other generation other than 992, which one would you pick?
997.
Oh, you're a 997 boy.
997 4 litre.
Yeah. No, they are lovely. I'll give you that.
That last 2k, you wouldn't think it sounds like a lot, but it's such a difference.
Yeah, that's class. I absolutely love it. I want one so badly.
That 9k made me feel funny.
Huh?
That 9k made me feel funny.
Yeah, I saw your face. You were like
God.
squiggling in. Yeah, man. Unreal. That's all I can say about them. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I've just jumped into the Urus to have a little break from the GT3 because I'm telling you something, I get far too excited driving that car. And my goodness, is this a completely different animal. Frighteningly quick though. These things always catch me off guard. Like, you don't actually realise how fast they are. Like, their 0 to 60 time is actually faster than that GT3. That's how crazy this is. But this is a real big comfy beast. Like, even now, like, I'm out of the bucket seats, I'm higher up. It is a really nice drive. Like, I can tell why these things sell so well. It's just simply because they're so easy to drive, and especially if you've got a few pals in the passenger seat. This car is the ultimate all-rounder daily SUV, especially if you don't want something which is, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the GT3, but I guess it is definitely more driver focused. It's a car for people that love to go out and smash the B roads. If you're just somebody who's just won this competition, I'd probably go for the Urus as well if you were just like not really that bothered about a GT3. Not that I've ever met anybody that's not that bothered about a GT3. But honestly, these things are crazy fast. Always takes me by surprise. They've got so much torque. It's mad. And you just got so much space for the dog, the kids, the pram, whatever you want to fit in the car, a bunch of your mates. Honestly, this competition is crazy. I don't know, whoever wins this is going to have a good day. I know that for a fact. Right now, I'm just going to relax for a second because I have had an absolute day of it. Oh, that GT3 is just so cool. Well, today has been an interesting day. I think you can tell by, after driving both cars, which one was definitely my favourite. Make sure you get involved on this competition, guys. I've put all of the information in the pinned comment and the info below. I'm going to put my discount code on screen. It means you get 10% off, which means you've got absolutely no excuse not to get tickets. Alex, which one would you personally go for? I feel like you're an Urus man. No.
It's cool.
It is cool.
But where's the 992 with it?
Yeah, this thing, man, absolutely stolen my heart. Right, guys, see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you use that discount code. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.